is the story time about the time a girl tried to fight me at my mom's job. So the foolery. So, we're gonna start. So, this happened my sophomore year of high school. So, I was like 16, 15, 16. This wasn't that long ago. So, this all started when I was like in school, and I had this little art class or whatever. I needed the art class so I could graduate on time, and I was trying to get out of there, even though I don't really like art. So it was like an acting class or whatever. So my year, like the beginning of the year, was really rough, and I'm gonna make another video about like all the struggles that I had in the beginning of the year, which caused me to like be really, really depressed. And I was going through a lot of issues with like my confidence and stuff. I was like really overweight. I'm still overweight, but I was like really, really, really overweight, and my body was hurting. Like my knees, I had knee problems. I was always in pain, and I was in a bad point, like a low point in my life. So what ended up happening was, in this class, this is my third period class. This is important too, because this is my third period class. This is the class that you get your attendance for the whole entire day, so you have to go to this class. And it started off cool. Like, the class was calm. I thought it was gonna be some easy class. You just sit there. Like, at first she really didn't care what you really did, so you just chill with your friend, get whatever work you had to get done. If she gave you some work, just do it, and then you'll have like the rest of the period as soon as you finish that. So like something you could be done with in 10 minutes. So like a few months into the class, I forgot. The details are a little wonky for me, but I know it was like in the middle of the school year. Oh man, I hope that wasn't there the whole time, because I'm gonna be tight if that light was there. But it was in the middle of the school year, because I remember it was warm. And I had always wore box braids. I always wore box braids. Box braids were my thing. And I wanted a new look. All the other girls was laid, slayed, fried, dyed. And they all had like fake hair, and I wanted it. I wanted a wig or a weave. And I decided I was going to get a weave. I did my research, and it was half-ass research. It wasn't even good research. I should have did way better research. I just buy crappy hair that I got online. I begged my dad to buy me the hair. Yeah, he gave me the money for the hair. I saved up money to get it done, so I go all the way to Brooklyn to get it done, which is really far because I was on the bus. And I spent like probably like $70 to get it installed, and the hair itself was like $150 or something like that. So like it was kind of expensive for me at that time. So I thought my hair was cute. Maybe I'll insert a picture, but I don't know.
No.
I thought I was cute, but I don't know what I was doing back then. So I have my hair, and I think I'm cute, whatever. But I'm natural, and I was so proud of my natural hair, because my grandmother, my great-grandmother, my grandmother, and my mother, they all permed their hair for years, like fried their hair, and I loved my hair. Like, I was getting it permed, and then I did a big chop, not the big chop, but she cut my ends, and she cut like 4 inches off my hair, and my hair never grew back, and I just went natural. So I stopped perming my hair, and I had beautiful thick hair. It wasn't long, but it was thick, so I had healthy hair, and it was still natural. So I have a weave with a side part. I believe it was like a side part with natural hair, and I think it's like May-ish. It's like warm, and we're in New York, so like it's really, really warm sometimes. So I start sweating, and mind you, the class is on the 3rd floor, and I don't know if I had an elevator pass or whatever, but I think it was during the time when the elevator was broken. So I had to go up the stairs. I'm walking up the stairs. I'm out of breath, tired, everything, all of that. So I get upstairs and I touch my hair, and all I feel is a big puff. Like, my hair is puffy as heck. And I'm just like, oh my god, I look terrible. And I was embarrassed. I put my hoodie on. Right, so she said something to me at the end of the class about my hoodie and how she's a dean, so if she got observed, that she'd get in trouble. But in all actuality, nobody ever gets really observed on the 3rd floor in the beginning of the day. It just didn't happen in my school, especially not an arts program, like not a core subject. It's not a core subject, so like, who's observing you at 3rd period? But that's neither here nor there. So the next day, I still have this weave, and I'm just like, yo, what am I gonna do with this hair? Like, my hair is puffy, so I silk press it, and it looks good. It looks beautiful. It looks like how I first got done. And I thought I was just like, oh, okay. I got my little hair. My hair is looking good. Everything's good until 3rd period again. But this time I came prepared in case my hair got puffy. You know, before I woke up the stairs, I was going to tie it down, woke up the stairs and then take it off. But when I did that, it laid, but then you could tell like the difference between the hair. So I was looking a mess. So my teacher, we're gonna say Miss B is her name. So Miss B tells me like, oh, you can't wear that in my classroom, take it off. I'm sitting there, I know what my hair look like, and I know like they're gonna cut my ass, and I'm not okay with this because I don't like anybody in the class particularly. Like, I wasn't like really close to anybody. You know, I was cordial, but none of the people were my friends per se. So I was just like, I tried to explain to her the situation. I tried to plead with her. Mind you, she's not black. She's I don't want to say the wrong ethnicity, so she's just not black. So she looks at my hair. She's like, oh my gosh, you look fine. Like, stop stressing it. I'm like, girl, I know you're not gonna sit here and lie in my face like that. Like, I know this do not look okay. Like, see, you can't trust what everybody say. I knew in my heart of hearts my hair was not okay. And when I'm talking to the teacher, it's like this grand piano in the classroom. And then there's like a stage, and then there's like chairs on this side, and there was people sitting there, and I hear people laughing and giggling under deep breath. I'm like, nah, I'm not with that. So I put my headscarf on anyway. I'm like, you just gonna have to write me up. So she ends up writing me up. When I tell you, this teacher went downstairs. Plot twist. So she writes me up. She goes downstairs. And guess who works downstairs? My mother. My mother works downstairs. My mother is a math teacher at my high school. This lady goes into my mother's classroom while she has a class, knocks on the door to complain about me while my mother has a class of students. She's like teaching a class of students, and she interrupts her to tell my mother that I was wearing a headscarf, which my mother was already fully aware of the situation. Like, I am confuzzled at this point. Like, why you thought that was necessary? Why you thought that was appropriate? So, moving on to the next day. Mind you, I just got this hair done. Like, it's been less than a week. Like, the hair is not bad. Only thing is this leave out, and the only time my leave out give me a problem is when I woke up these damn stairs. So the second day, I keep my headscarf on. You're gonna have to just keep writing me up because people are still laughing at me, and I'm getting tired. And then she was just like, she said, I'm gonna have to talk to your mother again. That's what made me snap. And I wasn't being disrespectful, but I said to this teacher, like, why are you only on me when there's a boy over here wearing a hat and the girl over here, she has her headscarf on. So this particular girl, we'll call her Tiffany. Tiff for short. It's gonna be interchangeable. And Tiff didn't like that. Tiff didn't like that I brought that example up because the teacher, Miss B, says, you're right. Take off your hat. Take off your scarf. Now this girl catches an attitude, and she a little ghetto, so she's like, oh, she started clapping her hands. She upset. She was just like, oh, why you gotta drive me into this? You are I'm trying to like tell the girl like that's not what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I mean, I get I was wrong for bringing her into this, but why she stayed talking to my mother when other people are doing the same thing that I'm doing? You're only talking to my mother because she's downstairs. That's the only reason why you're talking to her. And it really made no sense for her to even be like doing the most, because everybody has stuff on their heads. Everybody. And I already explained to you the situation. So she writes me up again. But now this time the girl's hot. So the whole time we going back and forth, arguing. And she getting rowdy, whatever. And then thank God the bell rang. The bell rang, and I go downstairs to the first floor, and I go talk to my mother, and I tell her what happened. I was just like, yo, like, Mom, this teacher, she really on me. Like, I don't understand. Like, I already told her the situation. My mom was just looked at me, and she was like, yo, all right, well, you can't force them to understand your struggle. They don't understand what it's like to be you, and they don't care, honestly. And of course, they're gonna come after me harder than everybody else because, of course, my mom worked there. So after school program, we were both in. I'm just gonna say it's an after school program. You guys don't even know what it was. But there was an after school program, and it was a group thing. We were doing a group project, and we all sat down and we was talking about something, and there was mad hostility in the room. And the group leader of the program or the activity, he was just like, what's going on? And then this particular girl, Tiffany, she's like, oh, well, there's some ops here and there's some snitches here. I'm just like, bro, like, you're really dragging it. Like, you're dragging it OD. And then she was just like, well, I don't like you and blah, blah, blah. And then she's popping off, talking. And then at this point, I'm just defending myself. I'm just like, yo, whatever. Like, I already try to explain to her situation, but logic isn't working with her. She's seeing red right now. She's seeing red. So I think something happened with the bathroom. I think I got up and I left, and I was going to the bathroom. And, bro, I turned around for 2 seconds. All you heard was the chair dragging across the floor. But the chair was dragging across the floor. All you heard was yelling. And there was a big commotion. It was the chair, a desk hitting the door. And then this girl dragged a chair out of the classroom into the hallway to try to jump onto the chair to try to fight me. Because, mind you, I'm 6'1", and this girl's like 5'6", 5'5". Like, she's not that tall. And this girl's going crazy. Now, one of my friends, I don't know who it was, but somebody I was with, they dragged me into the bathroom. I really wanted to fight her. And then I punched, like, one of these things. It's like a casing that has the fire extinguisher in it. It's like a little metal thing. So I punched it. I shouldn't have. I dented it, and I got in trouble for it because I dented it. But so later the next day, the deans are asking me what happened. She wants me to write up a statement and all of this. So I write up the statement, whatever. And I find out later that Tiffany had gotten suspended for something else, and she wasn't gonna be in school for a while. So after Tiffany gets suspended, everything's calm for a few days, you know. Um, it was calm until she came back, and when she came back, she was mad disruptive to everything. She was just mad staticky for no reason. She was always giving me dirty looks. She was always talking crap, and it was an issue, and I was really stressed. So I told the school that I didn't want to be in the same class with this girl no more. So they finally transferred me out of the same class where I don't have her anymore. So I thought it was fine, you know. Months go by and it's fine. It's like 2 months goes by, and you know, we see each other around school, but we know not to talk to each other. Like, if I don't like you, I'm not gonna talk to you. So then we're on the volleyball team together, which makes it even more awkward. But she later quits. She quits and she's like the captain of the another team. So, after that commotion, there's still a little tension between us, but I'm not reacting to it anymore. But here comes pajama day. I'm a senior and I love pajamas. Who doesn't want to just get out of bed and go to school? Like, I love my pajamas. They're super comfortable. And I forgot what I was wearing, but I think I was wearing a onesie, but I'm not sure. But I was wearing something super comfortable, you know. I was super excited. And I had gym, so this must have been like 5th period or something. Some 5th, 6th, one of those periods. So I'm getting excited to play volleyball because I love volleyball. Volleyball is my favorite sport. And I remember this volleyball teacher. We'll call her Miss Brenda. So Miss Brenda is like going around, walking around, doing attendance. And there's like a not commotion, but I see people coming into the gym, which we already started class. So I'm just like, who's this coming into the gym? But I'm not paying them no mind because I don't want to get hit in the face with a volleyball. That would really, really suck. So I'm not paying attention until I see this girl. And then she comes and she confronts me. And she's like, do you want to fight? She asked me, do you want to fight? I'm like, nah, B. I'm not even with it. I'm not trying to fight right now. Like, I'm not trying to fight here. Not right now. And she was like, well, I want to fight. I want to fight. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not going to fight you. And then she kicks off her shoes. And I hesitate. And I sit there and I think. One side is just like, if you fight her, it'll be over. The other side is just like, girl, your mother work here. You can't do that. Your mother will never forgive you for doing that. I was just mad ghetto for no reason. So I hesitated. But this side ended up winning. So people come, and the teacher, Miss Brenda, she's on the phone with security because she already knows it's beef. So the girl's friend grab her and they're going out the gym. Miss Brenda pushes the girl out of the gym, tries to close the door. Now I'm not that far behind her. So after I hesitated, I went after her. That was my mistake. I was wrong for that. Yes, I know. I went after her and I get to the door. I get stopped by Miss Brenda, who is like 5'4", 5'3", like this little tiny thing, and she's under me, basically like right here. She's like right here to me. So like I'm reaching over her, I'm talking with my hands. I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you always wanting to start problems. And then this girl, she's going back and forth. She's like, then do something then. I'm right here. So I was like, I bet. So I pushed past the teacher. And before I can get to this girl, I was so close. Before I could get to this girl, a door opened and 2 of the teachers who knew me, they pulled me into the office. And then the school safety agent came to the side of me and he pushed me into the office. So like I couldn't even get to the girl. Like I had 3 people on me. She had 1 person holding her, mind you. 1 person holding her. I had 3 people holding me. I couldn't do anything. So after that, mind you, I forgot to tell you this, but there was a fight like 2 periods before this. There was a fight between boys, and my mom had came out of the classroom and she thought it was me, and she was really worried. So she had came out the classroom, she found out it wasn't me, so she took a sigh of relief. She was like, whew, okay, you straight, I'm straight. So what ended up happening next, bro, like, was so unnecessary. So my mom gets mad, like my mom's heated, like wants to talk to the dean, wants to talk to the principal, like, why is this girl still coming after me? Like, can you control your students? So she took me to the precinct because she thought that the girl was gonna do something that was gonna cause me to have to fight her, and my mom didn't want me looking crazy in school and then have to transfer schools. It was gonna be a big thing. So I go to the police station. We didn't even do anything. Like, we just talked to the lady. We let her know what happened, what keeps happening, and we write a statement. But they already had the statement from the school of what happened. And basically, we threatened to press harassment charges, which we didn't file any paperwork, none of that. But there was a rumor that was spread because a group of kids from my school saw me in the police precinct. A group of kids in my school told her that I had a restraining order against her, which I never did. That was a stupid rumor. But that was the story time of how a girl tried to fight me at my mother's job. And I mean, if she would have just waited, we could have fought at McDonald's, we could have fought at the playground, we could have fought at the bus stop. Like, we could have fought anywhere off of school grounds. But she wanted to fight me there. After that, it was pretty much deaded because I guess she had she had other issues and she couldn't afford to get into no trouble, so she ended up just leaving me alone. But that was how my sophomore year kind of left on a cliff note. But there was a lot of stuff that happened. So if you liked that video, like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me some comments on what you would like to see. If you would like to see another video from me, give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it.